This is session 3 of Getting Ready. And yesterday we looked at how being repentant should lead us to leading a lifestyle that enables everyone to lead a decent lifestyle. Today we're looking at the second group who asked John the Baptist, what should we do? And this group was the tax collectors. Now these people were the people who collected the taxes for Rome. They weren't paid for the job, and the idea was that they would collect the tax and add a little bit extra, and that would be how they earned their income. But it seems they had a reputation of gouging people, and so they became very much hated. Hated because they worked for Rome, but also hated because they were just being dishonest. In fact, there's a historian who writes about finding a monument to an honest tax collector. So to get a monument, he must have stood out. John tells them to collect only what was needed. What they were doing was not illegal, but it was based on greed. The motivation is still alive within people today. It's very easy to get caught up with it. Matthew 6:19, Jesus says this, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust will corrupt, and where thieves break in and steal. Instead, store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be." Then in verse 24 he says, "No one can serve two masters. Either you'll hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." And then in 1 Timothy 6:10 Paul writes this, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs." We live in a society that puts wealth on a pedestal. It encourages to make money, gives us all sorts of get-rich-quick schemes. Money has a tremendous pull because wealth enables us to have power over other people, but also power at how we want to live. We can live the way we want to because we can afford it. Money's very seductive, and it's easy to let it start to rule how we live. And we have to be diligent and make sure that what we're doing is motivated by love for God and not by money. We need to be careful, not use loopholes in the law that will help us to make money, maybe by avoiding to pay taxes. Because if we start blurring the edges, then they get more and more blurred, and we get further and further away from what is the right thing to do. God has promised to provide all our needs, and He will. If we trust Him, we will have everything we need. Not necessarily all that we want, but certainly everything that we need.